and welcome to TQ Talks, where we talk taxes and tax-free living 365. Here are your hosts, Craig White, Sebastian Singh, and Patrick Augustin.
And we're back with another wonderful episode of TQ Talks. And we are happy to be here, happy to always talk to you guys about the wonderful world of taxes, finance, money, things of that nature.
Of course, thank you for joining us once again.
Yeah.
TQ Talks on every single one of your podcasting platforms, social media platforms, all that good stuff. Thanks again for joining us. And hopefully you, your circles, your friends can or will benefit, right? Not can, but will benefit from the information being shared with you on all these different podcasts every week.
Every week. If it's your first time joining us, let's go. We are a tax and advisory firm. Our job is to help our clients to reduce the amount of money they may owe by helping them with wonderful tax planning strategies that we incorporate throughout the year. And of course, those same strategies are used to increase refunds, put you guys in a better position. And we also use the wonderful world of life insurance to help our clients to get way more money, right? While they're alive.
Yep.
That's the whole point, while they're alive. And of course, definitely having the death benefit as well. So little known strategies is what we incorporate and our clients love us. I am Craig White, one of your hosts. And with me today is my esteemed colleague, wonderful friend, Mr. Sebastian Singh.
Hey, thanks again, once again. And let me say, what up?
That's for Patrick,
for
guys.
the absence of Patrick. If you guys have heard us before, you know Patrick Augustin, and he's not with us today, but he will be back shortly.
Yes, he's got a baby deal.
Hey,
congratulations
shout out to
Pat. Yes, this is fantastic. So obviously, Daddy Duty has him riled up. So let's jump into it, guys. Listen, at the end of the day, we got to give you some good information, and quarterly tax payments seem to be one of those things, the estimated tax payments that people struggle with, and I struggle with. I don't struggle with paying it. I struggle with the dates and the times that it's stupid.
Just keeping up with it, right?
Oh,
and
man,
any small business owner, anybody trying to just kind of manage or juggle all the different hats.
Yep. It's something to know. So let's just, guys, this shouldn't be that hard or too long or hold up your day. At the end of the day, the estimated tax payments or quarterly payments are very important, right? And they are designed to help those of you who earn income untaxed or undertaxed, right? You didn't pay enough in, and to catch up throughout the year, because the IRS says, hey, we want our money.
Who's that? Who's going to underpay?
Freelancers, subcontractors, those of you who get 1099s, right? Those are the business owners. Those of you that say, hey, listen, I make the money, but I get it all up front, and that means I'm not giving Uncle Sam his Social Security, his Medicare, right?
So
none of that FICA stuff.
None of that.
Right? Yep. So at the end of the day, who's FICA? Well, FICA's these people. They want their money. So the IRS is saying, here's your way of staying ahead of it and paying yourself some estimated tax payments, right? Paying us the estimated tax payments. So that way you don't have to see an underpayment penalty, which we touched on another video,
right?
Which means that you owe more than $1,000 at the close of the day. But at the end of the day, we don't want to charge you, right, with all this craziness. So here's what it is. So what we're going to do is try to give you the dates and explain to you, how the different methods, because there are methods to actually paying it, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. So Bassie, if you can, could you just tell us, at least run through the dates and the times and periods or whatever the case is?
Yeah. So one thing that's interesting with this is, even though we say they're quarterly tax payments, they are owed or they are made on the quarter, but a couple days later, right? So once the quarter ends, it's approximately 2 weeks later, but we'll just go by the specific dates here.
Got you.
So like the last quarter of last year, or 2022, was due January 27th.
So the last quarter,
January 17th.
September, October. Wait, what is it? What are the dates?
September, October, November, December.
So you see what I'm saying? Isn't that supposed to be 3 months?
No. Well, yeah, but they're rolling in because it ends up being late, right? Or it ends up rolling over to next year. So January 17th was the due date for 2023, and that's for the last quarter. The last quarter of 22.
Got you.
And then moving forward, January through March, is owed in April 18th this year.
There you go. So if you earn money from January 1st to March 31st, then your due date for your first quarter payment would be
April 18th.
And guess what day that is?
Also, the federal tax day. Right.
That's right.
For 2023. Don't get misled. Man. Just this year, it's the 18th.
So they're banging you twice. So you got to, if you owe money, you got to pay your money. It's due at that time for your regular tax.
You got to pay and pay.
And pay.
Right.
Wow, that's
April
good.
18th.
But at least it's one date to remember.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true. It's
I'll
all
take
rolled
that.
into one.
We'll do
The next one
Mm-hmm.
will be following the very next quarter, April
Okay.
to the end of May or May 31st, and that'll be due in June 15th.
Got you.
Following one will be June through August, and that's due September 15th.
That's our
and
third quarter.
Third
right?
quarter, yep, for the year, for 23, of course. And our last set of payment doesn't come until the following year again. So September 1st through December 31st will be due the following January
Right.
16th of 2024.
Right. So here's where it's annoying to me, right?
Is that rollover?
No.
I'm listening.
So it's quarterly payments, yet my second one, it's January, February, March. That's 3. That's 1 quarter.
Right.
April, May. That's not a quarter.
Also true.
That's 2 months. So
You're-
why did they? That's so annoying.
You're trying to make sense of
The IRS. I'm sorry.
Got
yes,
it,
I'm my
got
bad.
it,
So guys,
got it,
you
got
know what
it,
we're
got
gonna? It is a quarterly payment, yet the earned times might not be a quarter.
right
That's what
are
we're saying.
staggered.
Oh my
so
God,
so
it's
to your point,
stupid.
that last quote unquote quarter is more than a quarter.
Right,
It's 4
it's
months.
4 months. Then you
They
put
took
2
a
months
month
on the
off of
second
the-
one.
off of that
Whatever.
second one.
That's
So we don't know why they do it. We just know the rules. We're gonna make sure you guys try to follow the rules, stay on time, and get these estimated payments in to avoid penalties,
Right.
of course, and
Right.
just save yourself headache and money.
And there's ways, like, so we talked about the ways you can pay, and it's pretty simple. Most people split it up between, again, like the quarter. Okay, I look at how much I made during that time, and I make that one payment to cover all those months, the 2 months or the 3 months, depending on whatever quarter you look at, or 4. I'm sorry, the 2,
Right.
3, or 4 months, depending on
2,
the quarter
3,
you
or
look at,
4.
right? But the thing is, if you don't want to do that, maybe you're just not that person that is saying, "Oh my gosh," or the check is too big. You don't want to write that check, you know?
Right.
And we'll get to the percentages because people ask us that all the time. How much should I pay? So the point is, you can do it as much as you want. You can do it
Right.
once a month if you
As
want
often
to.
as you want. Yep.
Right, you're going to use the 1040 ES was the estimated payment sheet, and you could do it online. You could do EFTPS, Eddie, Frank, Tom,
I
Pummy.
don't know what
It's
all
the
that-
electronic payment system
Right.
that IRS has. You can set it up. It's wonderful. It's easy. You can do
They'll
everything
just pull it
online.
right out.
Yeah, you
Yep.
do it online. So at the end of the day, you could use those platforms to do so, but you do not have to pay quarterly. You can pay as much as you want if it's easier for you to swallow to see it in smaller increments.
A lot of our clients choose to do it that way. They don't like writing a big check at the end. It just hurts a little more.
I guess to me that's more work, and
That's
I
true.
feel like if you're organized and you do it monthly, yes, because you should be doing your books anyway to see where you are,
Correct.
see whatever.
Correct.
So
you should have your budget going, everything. Yep.
right, I tell people, again, we really do everyone. Doesn't matter what you have going on in your life, as long as you have a growth mindset, we're here to help you. But small business owners are definitely our platform. Like really, that's a lot of the people we talk to, businesses, etc., because they need the most help.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's important to note that when you're doing that, one of the things we ask you to do is make sure you're not paying from your gross. Make sure you're paying from your net. So if you're going to do it monthly, look at how much you earn, take out the expenses, and then pay a percentage, 10, 15% of whatever that is that you've earned. And we're picking random numbers because we don't know your situations, which is why we talk quarterly. Because you could make a ton of money. We'd be like, you got to pay way more than 10, 15%, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, the important part for me at least to note is please try to do it from your net, not from your gross, because you're going to end up overpaying by a ton.
Yeah.
And,
for
no reason.
Why?
Right. You're giving them
Why?
money. You
Yep.
did it for no reason. So
Yep. Do it from your net. Take out your expenses. If you need to get the estimated or
yeah, check it out.
excuse me, I'm so sorry,
It's
guys.
all right.
That is very impolite. A lot of times when our clients come in, we give them the estimated payments for the year.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up.
Right,
and
right,
that's
right, right,
obviously
right.
assuming that the year coming up is going to be similar to the year
very,
that we
very
just
true.
finished.
Very good point, Bass. Yeah. So on your tax return, if you owed previously, is what he's saying, which makes I totally forgot that they literally give you a 1040
A voucher,
ES
yep.
on each month, and you could use that as your payment strategy. Again, assuming, as I'm repeating what he said, that you're going to be in a similar situation. Even if you're not, you could use it as
You could start there.
right,
Yep.
and then see what happens
Yep.
and make an adjustment as you go. So again, we just want to make sure the key parts are really what Sebastian touched on. These are the dates. If you're going to owe, and you're not our client, then you need to make sure you pay attention to it. If you are our client, we're going to talk to you quarterly anyway. So we'll stay on top of you. And hey, if another thing, if you miss one, yes, you can double down. It's not a big deal. Throw it on there. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, you might be, having acid reflux as you write the check, but who cares? You get it out the way. You don't have to think about it, and it will reduce what you owe if you owe coming up for the actual tax season.
Be sure to reach out to us. Reach out to us, open up everything, let us know what's going on, and we'll advise you accordingly.
Yeah, so we hope this helps. Again, I say that. I'm not supposed to say hope it helps. This should help you to improve your tax circumstance. And if you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out. 800-413-1456. Find us on all your
social media
platforms. I suck though.
Podcasting and social media platforms.
There you go.
Please like, share, comment. Help us help you and our circles. So if this can help somebody or it can, go ahead and share it with them, even if you don't.
Oh, we've been missing? This is Black History Month, and we should be supporting all Black-owned businesses. But that should be 365. That's what
it is 365 for us. But you know what? It is Black History Month, so we should be recognizing it.
We're supposed to be spotlighting
and shouting
people
it out.
But we got to get
these
entrepreneurs,
I'm telling you, I got a call the other day. It was one that we were supposed to bring in Costa Rica.
Oh,
hanging out.
Man, that's what happens when you make money hanging with us, though, guys. There you go. Anyway, we enjoyed. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Have a wonderful evening. And again, don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions.
Talk to you guys next time. Thank you.
Where's Pat? Peace.
Thank you for listening to TQ Talks. If you enjoyed the show, please rate and recommend on iTunes, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information at TQFinancials.com.